Tournament's over at Detroit. I finished 75th, three-way tie, unbelievable. Got the tiebreaker for the biggest bag over Carl Sweebeck and Tracy Adams. Just unbelievable. 1 ounce was worth $5 grand. Obviously wish I was fishing tomorrow. I did find the tournament winning spot. The tournament could have been won there. I couldn't get there today. I drove 3 hours, got within 13 miles, couldn't make it. Just couldn't do it. I was spearing too many waves, and I just didn't think it was the wise decision. I had 10 grand on the line. I'd put myself in contention to get that 10 grand with a small bag today. And I just felt like I'd never make it back, like it was just a waste of time. It was going to take me another hour to get there because I could only go about 11 to 13 miles per hour. And I just decided to turn around. I got that far, and the waves were getting bigger the further I went. They were 6 to 7 footers, real tight together, white caps, and I was spearing them. I filled the boat a couple times, and just made that decision to turn around. And it's just, I wish everybody could experience that one time. It's just amazing how big those waves are and how bad Lake Erie can get. And it's a little bit more scary when you look to the west and there's big thunderheads and they're calling for lightning. And the wind just kept it seemed like it was getting stronger and stronger. Plus I was heading further east. But several things, the tournament is being won. Now listen to this. This is proof that this area was the real deal. And the guy who's leading the tournament came up to me today. I never met him before. His name's David. And he said, he told me, hey, I was the other boat over there. Now, we saw a boat. We didn't know it was in the tournament. It was a small white Ranger. I think it was a 285, a smaller boat, an older boat. And I saw him. He was fishing a waypoint it was the waypoint from our practice day 1 video that Kyle and I had, those twin 4.5 pounders. That exact little tiny spot. That's where that boat was sitting, and I just waited for him to move. It turns out I didn't need it. I caught my 5, my co-angler caught his 5. And it turns out that white boat is in the tournament, and he's leading it. And he made it there today, too. I'm just floored by that. Brian Coates and him are really, really good friends. And Brian told me today, he said, yeah, David made it to that spot again today, and he whacked him. And it's just unbelievable. I just can't even believe he got there. I don't know how he did it. So that is the tournament winning spot. If he can get there the next 2 days, I don't think anyone else has a prayer. We just touched it. We didn't fish it hard. I know he didn't, and I didn't. And plus, we didn't catch the size fish that we were catching in practice. So, the Tiny Tim, awesome bait, drop shot for smallmouth. But this bait right here, when it comes to catching them on a drop shot, pretty hard to beat. Gulp Alive. This is a 5-inch jumbo floating leech black olive. And I'll tell you what, when you're on a smallmouth, when you mark one on the depth finder, you drop that down there, it rarely gets to the bottom. And it's in this really slimy, stinky stuff. Yummy. In a bucket. Wicked stuff. Been using it for a couple years now. It's really starting to catch on. Guys are throwing it. Co-anglers all have it. Everybody has it. It's good, man. It's hard to beat. But anyway, getting dark. I'm sitting out here in the dark. I got to get up super early, take some people fishing for the fun of it. And good luck to Vic Vadalero, and congratulations to Dudley. Unbelievable to come back from that far back. Everybody opened the door for him, and he jumped right in there and took Angler of the Year. Amazing. Unbelievable. And he was, me and Dudley were in first and second going in for the FLW Series Angler of the Year last year. When I got it, came from about the same position he did to take this one, and that's just unbelievable to come from that far back. And so we're happy for Dudley, and hoping that we can be calling Vic and congratulating him on Sunday. I think that's about it. Just happy to get that 10 grand check, and it came down to this right here, the balance beam. You know, those little 14 inchers. In a tournament where 20 pounds is a good sack and 15 is a bad sack, and I only have 11, but I'm still taking the time to call those little 14.5-inch fish. I mean, just like it's life and death, like there's $1 million on the line. And that's what happened. I called like 4 times, those little 14 inches, ounce here, ounce there, and it turned out to be that 1 ounce was worth $5,000 today. So, lesson learned. I'm glad I was on that end of it, not the other end like normal. So we'll see you at the championship. Thanks for tuning in this whole season. It's been a blast. I almost wish we had a couple more tournaments so we could, things are just starting to get rolling, getting a lot of questions. We've got a lot of questions for this tournament already. And if you have any questions, anything pertaining to this whole website or this season or whatever, contact us on the website, and I'll get to them as soon as I can. So we'll see you at Lake Murray, South Carolina for the championship, $1 million. That's our next tournament. See ya.